sidewalk, just in case some funny shit happen. I have another account.
Right. This way.
Yeah. I like to get the sidewalk too.
Yeah,
Just in case you see, on the playback, hey, you see the motherfucker materialize out of nowhere.
Wow.
Dope.
Let's open up.
Oh yeah, you good, bro. Yeah, that's good.
Shalom, yes, brother. First and foremost, we give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kabadash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to those that Akim. Let's preach the word of our truth in the city. So we Hebrew Israelites here to preach the truth. We're here to preach the truth to our people. That's how the truth. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, but you are the true Hebrew Israelites. We're here to prophesy America's downfall. Because America is also known as Babylon the Great, or Daughter of Babylon in scripture. The so-called white man is Esau Edom, and the MOTB is a implantable device, which is a seed hip that will go in either hands or your forehead, according to Revelation 13:16. As brother see the title lesson, the Lord will have mercy on the elect, because that's what we out here for. The spirit and power of Yahweh Shemot Shai is to preach good tidings to our people, the elect. A lot of judges going out. It was an explosion at a candy factory in Philadelphia. It was tornado out here in California, Montebello, where a roof was lifted up and stuff, man. And also in Mississippi that happened, it was yesterday, that killed 24 people. The last time I checked. So we understand that the Lord, even though the Lord is going to send judgment in the earth, the Lord still will have mercy on his elect, and he's going to have a hedge, he's going to grant them a hedge of protection.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
Right. Just another word for remnant is the elect. And stay upon them that smote them. Now, who are the one individuals that smote us? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the heathen nations. Esau had us in captivity. The transatlantic slave trade, the Indian Removal Act, the Trail of Tears. But also you had these heathens too that's allied, doing a hand-in-hand with the wicked to help further oppress the Israelite men. So they help forward the affliction, as the scriptures say. But it's gonna come a point in time, which is happening now. The elect is not gonna put their trust in Esau Edom's system, man. Because the Lord has shown us countless times that this system is not for us. That any time that the Lord could put the spirit on Esau to collapse his economy. We just seen that with the bank out here in California.
You had Silicon Valley Bank.
Silicon Valley Bank. That bank collapsed within one day. So that's the Lord showing us, don't put your trust in the society, don't put your trust in Egypt, man. See?
Yeah, bank with the Lord. That's who you bank with.
Render up your spiritual bank account, man, by way of your works, man.
Store up treasures.
Store up treasures.
Build up your account. Build your account up with Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai.
And there've been countless warnings, Salakia. There've been countless warnings on this system.
It says, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
Yeah, so the elect is going to acknowledge that they need a Savior, which is Yahweh Shai. They acknowledge that the only way out of here is to trust in Yahweh Shai. That's why the scripture say, cast the burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain it, man. Because when it's all said and done, man, Esau won't unplug this shit, man. Which we want it to happen anyways. Because we understand that the MOTB, which is the C-HIP, has to be mandated first before our hell breakers, before Jacob Trouble comes, man. So we want the collapse of the economy, man. We want all the people to look more commitment. They're not looking for Yahweh Shai. They're looking to form their own righteousness in the earth, man.
and being lovers of themselves, man.
All these different YouTube platforms, all these different YouTube voices. You know, they magnifying themselves.
That's the way of Satanism, man. You know, Satanism is you exalting your own name. You worship. You make yourself become your own god.
It says, the remnant of verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness.
Yeah, so the elect return. The elect is here now. You know, because you go to Isaiah 1.
Yeah.
Because if the elect wasn't here, the Lord would have been through this place out. You know, because just look at the condition on the earth. You know, the wicked is in rulership. Wrong judgment proceedeth. The law is slack. You know, woman is getting scot-free when they commit adultery. You know, murderers, thieves, liars, backbiters, haters of the Most High. All these wicked spirits are in the earth today. You know.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 9. Except Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Yeah, so in other words, if the Lord didn't have an elect in America, the Lord would have destroyed us as a nation, just as he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah with fire and brimstone. And that's also what the Lord going to do to all the unbelievers and non-believers, man. You know, they gonna partake. Their lot is going to partake in the lake of fire, man. You know, and the Lord is going to deliver his elect from that. You see, he was Zechariah 13 and 8. It's only the 1/3 is being delivered out of Babylon, America.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts.
It says all the land as a singular tense. This land is not on America, Babylon the Great.
Saith Yahweh, 2 parts thereof, therein, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein.
Yeah, so for the new coming in, the brothers that tune in, every year brothers say 2/3. We're talking about 2/3 of wicked Israelites that's not going to repent and be destroyed in the lake of fire and in the plagues of Jacob's trouble. We're talking about the 1/3 that's the elect, you know, that's going to be delivered out of America, Babylon the Great. You know, because they are going to be the ones that stand up for truth, stand so stiff for the name of Yahweh Shai.
Not their own name.
Sign and cry. Sign and cry. It's all about mission that we're doing in this world. They're not content. They love not their lives unto death. I mean, they love not their lives unto death, man. You know? They acknowledge they need to save. They acknowledge that this place is not it. You know? Yeah.
Zechariah 13, verse 9. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire.
Yeah, and fire meaning, because the Lord's going to deliver his elect through via chariots of Israel, the so-called UFOs, and the actual fire. But also the fire, too, represents affliction.
The furnace,
You know,
of adversity.
furnace of adversity, which, you know, going through the Jacob's trouble. You know, because all the elect is going to be tried too. It's not going to be no cakewalk to the kingdom. Hence why Apostle Paul said, through much tribulation, must be going to go through to enter the kingdom of heaven. You know, but we know, Lord, when we part of the elect, we know the Lord will always show mercy and yet choose Israel.
That's right. It says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name.
And I prove the elect will have the name. You know, pursuant to Zephaniah 3 and 9. I return to the people in pure language, which they all shall call upon the name of the Lord 1% on one accord. The true name is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and his only God's Son name is Yahweh Shai. You know, the true names in Paleo Hebrew, Paleo meaning ancient Hebrew.
And I will hear them, I will say, it is my people.
So the Lord's going to acknowledge his people that's calling upon his true name. Because the Lord's not going to acknowledge you if you call upon him in a false name.
Yeah.
if you call upon the Lord Jesus Christ and God, the Lord is definitely not gonna hear you, man. That's like you having a woman and she called you by another man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah.
Because we are the woman in the sight of the Most High. So if you call upon the Lord a different name, the Lord gonna, that ain't my name.
Yeah, he ain't gonna acknowledge you.
Yeah, he ain't gonna acknowledge you.
That's maybe to say that because you can't even justify, you're the Lord's people, you can't even justify yourself giving the title. You know? Like Moses is on Mount Sinai, you know, the Heavenly Father actually gave Moses his actual name, man.
Yeah.
You know, so like your brother said, you know, you're not going on the true name, the Lord ain't acknowledging you. So you got other camps out here that's telling people otherwise, the Lord ain't acknowledging them other camps, man.
Yeah, the sons of Seth, going back to the garden, they call upon the name of the Lord. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob.
And even in this day, times past, the Most High winked at our ignorance.
Yeah.
But now he calling for old men. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now the
To
Lord got
repent
titles, you
and
know,
worship.
Alashadja, you know, the Lord of hosts, the Lord God of the holy prophets. You know, he got titles, but his name is Yahweh.
His name is 101.
Yeah.
No one else has that name on the earth.
Continuing on, it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power.
Yeah. So, and we acknowledge that. But one part of that, we acknowledge the names of Yahweh Shema Shah, because names come with vibrations, man. When you think about Jesus Christ, you think about he's a pushover. You know, you can do whatever you want, and he still won't forgive you.
Yeah.
Most High Yahweh, nah, man. You know, yeah, the Lord do show mercy, but if you keep doing the same thing, you know, the Lord will eventually remove his countenance.
See what Jesus Christ, you always hear people falling out of the truth, you know. Oh, I went back into the world, you know. I'm gonna go back though. I'm gonna go back next Sunday.
And when you think of Jesus Christ, you think about so-called white people. When you think about the Most High Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, his son, you think about all spirit black men. I don't think no shit.
Yeah. That's dealing with the prophecies,
right.
you know.
Because that name, that whole vibration that got, it takes away what makes the precepts of the Most High so powerful.
Yeah.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Yeah.
You don't fear that. You don't fear Jesus.
Yeah. That's it on that.
Yeah.
This second Ezra chapter 8 verse 1. And he answered me saying, the Most High hath made
Now
this
this
work.
is the Ezra speaking to the archangel Uriel. Ezra, which he was a prophet during the Persian Medes captivity in the Levite priest. He was communing with Uriel, the archangel. With Uriel, the war olive tree, light of the Most High.
It says, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come from you.
Yeah, so this world that we live in currently is made for many. Scriptures talk about time and chance happening to the all. So everybody got time. The Lord gave everybody time and chance to prosper, even in wickedness. So this world is made for many, but the world to come, which is the kingdom, is made for few. You know, this few is going to be Yahweh Shai and the elect, the 144,000. You know, because the Lord is going to use the Yahweh Shai and the 144,000 to bring in a whole nother kingdom. The Lord gonna use them, Yahweh Shai and the elect, for that righteous reset. You know? Just as the Lord did with Noah, you know, Noah and his sons, you know, the Lord gonna do that again with Yahweh Shai and his elect. You know?
It says, I will tell thee a similar to Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made.
And right, and what does the mold represent? Corruption. You know, wickedness. And that represents 2/3 of the heathen nations. That the Lord's gonna destroy that.
And going into the law, when you had mold in your house it was looked at as leprosy. You know, the priest would come, you know, look at the mold, and you're supposed to get rid of mold in your house because the mold can cause sickness, you know, corruption.
Yeah.
You know?
And next thing you know, it can cover the whole house.
Yeah.
If you don't get rid of it.
It'll start growing.
Yeah. So that represents these people. They're corrupt. Their minds is corrupt.
And they gonna wax worse and worse.
Yeah.
It's like that mold. You know, like these people that's bugged the fuck out, except Yahweh Bashim outside have mercy upon them and give them the word and they repent and convert and be healed. These people's gonna get worse. And we speak about the love of many waxing cold. Shit, when this economy switch up, the money switch up, the jobs switch up, it's all biblical prophecy. You're gonna see the behavior just change on these people overnight, man. Overnight.
Man.
The women that you could have never gotten, they're gonna be easy to get. And it's not about just women, but that's just an example of how shit is gonna change up drastically.
The spirit of being desperate is definitely going to be in the earth. Over time.
It says, I will tell thee a similar to Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world.
Yeah, that gold, that represents the elect. You know, because he was Lamentations. Because the Lord likened the precious son of Zion to fine gold. You know?
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
And that's comparable, you know, to Israelites. Meaning today's, we were gold during the time of Solomon, King David, you know, following the Lord, being righteous, you know, having heathens in captivity. But now we are that earthen pitcher, earthen vessel, man, just corrupt, you know, weak, fragile, you know, emotional men,
Yep.
you know, trying, you know, that word, you know,
Feminized.
effeminate, you know. So that's how a man became, except for the elect in this time.
Verse 2. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter?
Right. So, you know, gold is being compared to the precious sons of Zion, which is the elect, because the Lord said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. In Isaiah 13:12. So that represents the man of the Lord, the elect.
And like you were saying, we went from being gold, something that's incorruptible. One of the qualities of gold is that you can never destroy it. All the gold that the Most High put on earth is still here. Now you can melt it and, you know, form it in particular ways. You can do that, but gold is always here, you know. And the Lord compared us to that.
When he said that, the elect is always going to be here.
Yeah.
The spirit of prophecy is subject to the prophet.
Yeah.
You know, so they always going to be here, man.
And the prophets is gold.
It was
The
every
prophets is gold
foundation.
for sure.
Yeah, to know something before it happens.
Yeah.
The prophecy, that's gold.
That information is treasure.
Exactly.
And then you know it says how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, like you were saying. Earthen pitchers is clay pots, shit that you take from you get certain, you know, dirt, clay or whatever, and then you're able to, you know, make pots and certain wares. And those wares are very fragile. You know, you drop it, it's gonna shatter. Like when you read about how Job, he scraped himself with a pot shard. It was a piece of a clay pot that was broken off, and he was using it to scrape the boils off. Going to show you how hard Job was. But the point is, that pot, like the brother said, that represents the state that we changed to. You know, emotional, weak, you know, feminine, beat down. Like I say in the prophecies, you know, the soles of your foot have no rest. You got sicknesses, ailments, diseases, and we were speaking off camera about the Taino Indians, which are known, the Cubans today, which they go back to the tribe of Ephraim. What I say?
You said Cubans.
Cubans. Okay, slide. The Puerto Ricans, and how when the Spanish conquistadors, when they came over there, they saw how goodly these men were. It was in good shape, well built, well proportioned, so on and so forth. So, when the Spanish conquistadors came, they tainted that. So through Esau rulership and the different wickedness and policies and legislations, and then that love of the bloodshed of Jacob, it brought us down, which it was the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shah.
And that reminds me because Esau did the same thing in the Greek Empire. He came to power and said the beauty of woman was changed. So that now with Esau's rulership, a lot of Israelite men is out of shape.
Oh man, yeah.
Like me, I'm out of shape, but I'm working,
That's right, bro.
to get back, But just being honest, but that's the condition of our state of men, most of them today. Eat
food,
processed food, fries, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Diet Coke, McDonald's.
Just pretty much the food that's glorified in black culture. Shit just destroys you, man.
And available due to the economy.
Yeah.
Because they got what they call
Pork chops.
They got what they call food deserts. Food deserts. You can't get nothing but these things that are destroying you.
Esau always make sure it's readily available for you.
Yeah.
To make it cheap. They know we don't got a lot of money.
Yeah, when C-19 happened, and it was a run on the stores, and it was lines, you'll go in there, all the meat to be gone, but the damn mariscos, the octopus and the squid, they had that in abundance. They had catfish up there for you. They had the shrimp up there for you. And it was on sale, so Jake like shit, fuck it, shit.
Raw fish, all that shit.
Yeah.
Because Jake look at them type of foods as delicacies, man. Especially the shrimp. I'm making me some shrimp Alfredo pasta with chicken in it, and I'm gonna put broccoli in it, man. And stuff like that's what's the formula we're not supposed to be eating that. That's why a lot of Jake they got health problems, man.
Yeah.
For that reason right there, like the movie always bring up, soul food, man. The Big Mama or whoever her name was, she had that high blood pressure. So when the fire was on her arm, and she didn't even feel it, So, through the spirit, and then all of them, this is soul food, man. It's plantation food, man.
Them were scraps that, when Jake glorified as soul food, those are scraps off the master's table that Jake just the spirit of Jake just being a former of all things, they push shit together, man. Y'all remember being young.
Seasoned.
Yeah. Being young in the house, ain't no food, moms would come, look, I'm gonna hook this up, I'm gonna put this together, I'm gonna put that together, and you turned out having a cool little meal off scraps.
This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 8. Remember this, ye show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors.
Yeah, so we got to show ourselves men, being masculine. Because this world is filled with, emasculated men. All tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, the Americans, they got their head up the ass of their women. They simps. We're not supposed to be like that, man. We have to have the abundance mentality, man. Whatever we don't got, the Lord won't bless me. Even though you have to go through delayed gratification or something, eventually the Lord will give it to you.
Yeah. And we was bringing this out way before the red pill was pushing masculinity and being men. Kevin Samuels. Starting off with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. But we've been 2016, 2017, there wasn't no videos, red pill, this. I'm pretty sure it was something out there, but we was using the Bible to back up, our talking points. Whereas these people, they use data, Esau's data and statistics that can easily be tampered with. We go off the scriptures. The scriptures tell us how cold these bitches is.
says that that children are your oppressors and women should rule over. That was going on back then, and still going on today, man. So the Bible is relevant even today because the prophecies come to pass, man.
And these spirits, the reincarnation, which is biblical, these same spirits, they come back doing the same shit. These women, these evil, wicked women, these hoes, they was hoes in their past life, but time and chance happened to them all, like the brother brought out. Now they got their chance to pop. They got their time where they can go and have 2 million OnlyFans followers, and then they can make the bag, as they as they call it.
Get the bag.
They can get these niggas to finance their lifestyle.
Simps.
Yeah. So they got their chance, but it's coming. Lord finna switch this shit up though, man. The food, the economy, transportation, the infrastructure, the power grid. All these haughty and prideful spirits can only thrive in a society that's up and running.
This is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Yeah, who are the children? Esau, because he's like a child that doesn't abide to any orders. He doesn't abide to the laws of his commandments, man.
It says, and women rule over them.
Yeah, because now you have women in high positions now. Woman being a judge, Judge Judy. You got a woman off police officers. I even see one time it was a woman. She was doing construction, man. Had the shovel and everything. Like,
Hard hat.
Yeah, the hard hat, the Timberlands.
Yeah, and that just doesn't look normal. It's abnormal. It doesn't look right. Because that's not what it's meant to be.
And best believe when she talks to any man, it's a challenge. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that too.
Yeah.
You work at the cell phone store. I work construction.
Right.
A
woman like that, man.
Come on now, you can't deal with no bitch like that.
And woman like that, man, they're gonna be cool like that.
I got something. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. Start at 10 and build up the vibration. Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for the fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled.
Yeah, lofty means prideful. Because a lot of people that's one of the things the Lord hates, proud look. That's what you have in society.
It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahweh of hosts alone shall be exalted in that day.
Yeah, because everybody exalt their own name, like you was bringing out earlier.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a point in time, the Lord gonna be exalted, man. It's gonna be Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Tazabah. Yahweh Shah Tazabah, Lord of armies, man.
Verse 12, for the day of Yahweh of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty. And I want to say something because that's what this society promotes, being prideful and lofty, although they don't use those words. An example of prideful and lofty today is just, you exalting yourself. It's all about your platform. It's all about your content. It's all about your Instagram page and how many followers you got. You're thinking of clever content to put out so you can draw more followers to you. We following Yahweh Shai, we following him. But these people make their own platforms to draw followers after them and further, showcase that madness, man.
Because some of the content creators on YouTube, they never, they failed. They may have wanted to go to NBA or something, or an actor.
Yeah.
So they failed in that. So they want to establish, like you said, establish your own platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a form of getting credibility from the world standpoint.
Bouncing back.
Yeah.
It's almost a form of self-idolatry.
Yeah, it is.
Because what it is that they love, everybody they become lovers of they self.
Love the praise of man.
Now
all that is vain, I think. Because a person is, Apostle Paul always says, fickle. A person can love you one day and speak
Big-
well of you, the next day they talking shit about you.
Yeah.
It's called wavering.
Yeah.
Fair weather.
And scripture said, "Give not, don't meddle with a man that's given to change."
Read the last little piece. It says, "And upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low."
Yeah, so everybody gonna be brought low, man, and rightfully so, because Yahweh Shai haven't gotten his glory yet. You know, he got glory in the heavens, but now on earth, man. He's the Son of the Most High. Look, I created you. Who the fuck are you? You nothing but dust and ashes.
And when you brought low, you're confounded, because these people that trust in the system, they trust in the military, they think that they're always going to have a chance to go down to Egypt for help and get assistance and get, these bailouts for their corporations and all that. This system is going to confound them, because the only way you can, once it's, the collapse go down, the only way you can get back your life is by selling out. Letting the snake bite you and inject you with that MOTB.
Because I said, even if you do take the without me your promise to eat, the Lord still can kill you off of famine. The Lord called like that, He can have you take it, but then put the spirit on Esau to not give you food.
Well, the prophecy say that they that consent unto him
Yup.
shall be had in derision,
Derision,
in a
huh.
proverb and reproach and trodden down underfoot. So if you take the MOTB, Esau still, the Lord put the spirit on Esau to kill you, trot you down under his feet, run you over in the car, poison you.
That's Esau's method of operation. Like, Scripture says, never trust thy enemy.
Yeah, because that was the spirit of Antiochus Epiphanes. When he sent particular men to Jerusalem, it said that he spoke great words. Lord willing, I find it. He spoke great words, but it was all deceit. You got something, Rob? There you go.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, who are those rebellious children? Now, children in the Hebrew is bun, which means sons. So this is applying to Israelites. So the Lord is saying destruction to you Israelites that go down to Egypt.
Now woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me.
And what counsel are they taking? Taking the counsel from Esau, man.
Yup. They go down to Egypt.
America will be great again. Don't worry, it's jobs being put in the community.
And the recent one too with the banks. Oh, don't worry about the banks. Hey, your money is okay. Don't worry about the bank. Your money is safe in the banks. You don't have to go and take your money out. We're handling the bank crisis. We're handling it. Don't go to the bank taking all your money out. It's gonna make things worse. Your money's okay. Believe that if you want to.
That's them giving drink to their neighbor. That's that one.
Yeah, that's what Joe Biden said. And he said that like just smooth, like and you already know people do
Smooth
that.
speech. But in their heart, we gotta get them pretty soon. Stand.
But not of my spirit, that they may have
Not of my
sin to
spirit.
sin.
The spirit is on the prophets to tell you the counsel of the Lord. So Jake rather go to other people that Jake trusts Esau, people that don't look like him, more than us. See, what they perceive of us is, like we was reading earlier, they made light of you. They make light of this truth because of the truth being spoken by certain people, which is us. So they don't take it serious. Niggas blind.
And we not coming with smooth speech. See, that's how you can deceive a motherfucker. Tell them something they want to hear, and then slide in the wickedness in the small print at the end of the contract. That'd be the most important information.
It says, that want to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth.
Yeah, Egypt is America. All these different kingdoms, empires in the past, they are re-erected in America today. Egypt is Egypt, Babylon, Assyria, Persian Medes, Babylon, how they say that, you know, Greek, Rome. So it's like it multiplies all these kingdoms into one. Hence why it's called Babylon the Great, land of confusion. So Jake rather go down to Esau for answers, you know, than going to their own people on the highways and byways. That's the lowly, but that's not compromised. And you know, from I was talking about
to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Because like the brother said, you're gonna be confounded after this, you know, when it's all settled and done.
Yep.
Everything that you put your trust into, the system, the military, the economy, the community, all that's gonna come to naught. The scripture said the triumph from the wicked is short. Then what you gonna do after you be confounded, you don't know what to do? You can't go to the Lord because the Lord said He's gonna turn His face from you, man. When Jacob's trouble comes before the faith.
Look how Esau did with that venom, man. You know, these people, you put it in the media, these people rush to go get it. Now, us brothers, we can still walk in the stores. We can still go shopping, groceries. You know, we just without a mask on, man.
You know?
Yeah, bros was not hindered. I mean, it was a couple of stores we went to. There was a couple of stores we went to and it wasn't shit there, and we had to go to another store and they had it over there. You know, and then we had to put masks on and wait in the line to get in, but we wasn't. Oh man, you know, since we didn't get the as Elder Yashalam would say, we didn't drink the Capri Sun. Now we're hindered from doing a lot of things.
Now you don't have to have that. You don't have to have that with you or anything. So the people that actually took that, like the brother said, hey, that's your shame, man. Because you don't know what that venom is doing to your body. I can't even say did. There's reports of people having extensively large blood clots, dying from people passing out on the field playing a sport.
The athletes do.
What Esau did was he injected a ticking time bomb to have an end date, has an end time on it. You know? All right now, brother.
Because that's what they did with Bob Marley. It was an Asian. They injected him on his foot. He died like 5 years later. So Esau have certain that juice in that syringe that it don't take you out immediately, but over time, your body would deteriorate.
And people are dealing with a lot of health issues. They're just ashamed to come out and speak on it for fear of people saying, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have took that. You shouldn't have took that. I told you. I told you." See, a fear of that. So they ain't gonna say nothing, you know. But I got this over here in Psalm 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So these Edomites, it's in their spirit to come with another agenda. They can say one thing, but inwardly, they got other plans for you. And we have an example here in 1 Maccabees. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 29. Start 28. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them, but it was all deceit. For when they had given him credence is acceptance. Oh yeah, he cool, man. These Edomites is cool. I don't know what y'all talking about. They ain't do nothing to me. Right? When they have given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people in Israel. So it's in the spirit of these Edomites. They can say one thing, but they're about something totally opposite to that.
And that's why the scriptures command us. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit." You know, because the things, when it counts like that, especially if you're dealing with an Edomite, you know by default not to trust him.
Con.
You know? But
It's common knowledge. It's common knowledge.
But Jake's is like that too. You know? Minister Farrakhan, because what he's doing, he's leading you into the ditch.
Yep.
You know?
Your ditch digger, yep.
It's common knowledge and the truth that you don't trust Edomites. Don't believe what they be saying. You know, that's one of the cheap things that you're gonna learn coming into faith, and that's gonna be the most important wisdom and knowledge that you're gonna have in these times, man.
They show you that too on that movie, Addams Family Values. I don't know if you've seen that, the second Addams Family, where they had the little plane, the Pilgrim plane, and they was acting like the Pilgrims, which was, Edomites coming over here, the Thanksgiving, to the tribe of Gad. And Wednesday, the girl, when they were about to try to make peace with her, she reenacted their history. Like, yo, y'all lied, y'all stole this land, all this and that. And they started tearing them up. But it's in their nature and in their history, man, to backstab, because that's exactly what they did to all the tribes when they came over here, man. You know?
Under all these different names, they're still the same Esau.
You done, Rob?
Yeah.
Proverbs 26 and 25, because we know who Esau is, and we always say it through the Spirit. We know who Esau is by way of the fruit that comes off his tree. You know, a tree may be known by its fruit. So we see the behavior and, you know, their mannerisms and, you know, their customs, and that's how we know who's who. Just like this just Pearly things that's getting exposed right now, you know, because she's speaking lawfully concerning oppression. She said the slavery wasn't as bad as they say it was. Saying shit like that's confirmation she an Edomite. Now, you know, people probably try to, you know, some brothers probably explore the reason of, oh, she may be a Jake, you know, she around Jake, yada, yada, yada. But saying shit like that, when you get around your Edomite buddies, that tells us otherwise. This is Proverbs 26:25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. And that's what she was doing. She was so-called speaking fair, you know, using Kevin Samuels' talking points, various people talking points to try to lure in a following. Because the prophecy say the children of Israel is as the sand of the sea. So if you can speak fair to the children of Israel and you can get them to follow you, you can have an abundance of followers. Because the Israelites, you know, we come in big numbers. If you try to gauge your content for, you know, urban community, it's a lot of people. That's a lot of Israelites there. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans.
They always say my people are sheep.
Yeah.
So, sheep is simple.
Right. So you come and speak fair, you know, you shining light on the indifferences and relationships, and you shining light on how wicked these modern women is and all that. Jake got itching ears for that. They want to hear that, you know. So it says, how do I get over there? Proverbs 26:25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So it's a complete amount of wickedness in these Edomites' hearts, you know, that they think. You know, here it is, they saying one thing, but they got all this wickedness, you know, geared towards you. These abominations.
Like you was bringing up, you know, all the red pill content creators, Black Ram,
Coach Greg Otto.
They don't have a studio like
Yeah.
Pearl do. You know?
And she just climbed up quick in the ranks.
Yeah. So that's how you know they and she got a million followers, so she was financed.
Yep. And it says, whose hatred is covered by deceit. So they hide the hatred for you with deception. You know, you always hear, I got black friends. I listen to Chingy. I got all Coolio albums.
I listen to Ice Cube,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
You know, I listen to the Tribe Called Quest. And then, you know, they finesse you, give you gifts, stuff like that, be nice. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. So that's what's happening with Pearl right now. They showing the videos, they were playing the videos, it's going viral, it's all over here. So her wickedness is shown before the whole congregation.
And she gonna see that because she responding to different videos of people exposing her, not exposing, but telling, you know,
Yeah.
say scoff, basically they scoffers. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So she
yeah.
gonna see that. She's seen that. If she haven't seen it already, she gonna see it.
Yeah. So through the wisdom of the Lord, we can discern stuff because the scriptures speak about being not ignorant of small thing or great. The red pill and the black manosphere, all that's a small thing, man. But we know what's up with that too. But the great things is these future prophecies, what Esau doing, this war, you know, wars and rumors of wars, threats of wars, the famine, the chaos, the tribulation, the MOTB, you know, and all these end time prophecies. That's the great things. That's what we focus the ministry on, you know, teaching and building up the elect. But does this wisdom allow us to discern things? Like, that's an Edomite. Why? It's not because she red. She happened to be red. You feel me? But we go off the energy she putting out.
Yeah, because it's not about that's part of it. Because yes, color is an identifier, but there are Edomites that are tares.
Yeah.
That they look like Jakes, but their father is Edomite. So we don't go off, like you said, we go off the spirit. The spirit. The thing that's in on that tree, their manners, how they conduct themselves, you know, will reveal who you really are. This as the spirit of Israelites, you know, as an Israelite, if he's good in everything, his sports, intellectual mindset, dress well,
Dance, cook,
sing.
art.
Those are traits of Israelites.
Those manners. Those are manners because it say 2 manner of people shall come out of thy womb. You know, those are manners and customs of Israelites. You know, of being very artsy type people with, you know, lively.
Even the curses. I remember just watching, you know how you be watching a lot of those dudes that go to the other country. And
Yeah.
you had a fat white dude over there with a wife. I forgot where he was, but he was watching on YouTube. He had a wife out of the country, all that. And on the persons with Israel, it says, Christian, you be when you go out of the city and come in. You know? So, you know, it's even the persons themselves, man. That's why we say them small hats, they made us, man. Now you're gonna have some Jakes through the spirit, that might be mingled in with them that are Israelites, but as far as the small hats being the chosen of the Lord, they don't fit nothing of this book, man. Nothing at all. Especially the curses, man.
It's Deuteronomy 28:46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Yeah, a sign and a wonder, man. So we know biblically who the Israelites are, because you got some, like the brother's been going into, you got some Jakes that look completely like Edomites, man. But they grow up in the hood. You know, they best friends with Issachar. You know, Jake in the pen and stuff like that. But because they line, it might go back to the Irish, man. You know, other lines.
Sicilians.
Man. You know, but then you get.
And them Armenians too.
Yeah.
A lot of them be Jake.
Yep. And you also had Australians, man. You know, they call them dark Australians. You know, which Esau came over there and they were doing torture tactics to the men and the women over there. You know, so that we know like the Lord said, spiritual discernment, man. We can discern by the characteristics that the Lord gave us. He said that we are a special people unto Himself.
Yeah.
All right, above all nations above the planet Earth. So we're gonna stand out wherever we're at.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why I said before, man, it's honor for his skill. You know? And that's spiritual. To have skills, that's spiritual. That's a spiritual aspect. The Lord blesses with.
Because your skills, you can have certain skills that you've been having since you was a little child.
Right.
You know, you just naturally gifted at certain things. You know, you hear people, you know, I've been singing since I was 3.
Yeah.
I've been writing music since I was, 8 years old. You know,
Right.
them is skills that's just in their spirit,
Yeah.
inherent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like somebody's hold their hand.
yeah.
Troubleshoot.
Yeah.
But it's good at troubleshooting skills too. You know, that's a blessing from the Lord. That's spiritual.
Yeah.
Esau don't have that type of shit. You know, he pays people to fix his repair his thing.
right. And then now with the computers, he look at the computers to get the information.
Deuteronomy 7:6. Thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy God. Yahweh thy God chose thee to be a special people unto himself.
Holy just plainly means separate, man. Right? It means separate. Y'all are a separate people.
He says, Yahweh thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
And it shows, right? Who made Egypt great? You know, the Israelites, man. Every captivity we've been in, you know, that the Lord's delivered us out of, you know, we've always made that specific place great. If all Israel went to the moon right now, all these heathen nations would follow us to the moon, man. Why? Because we the ones that make every place we go to great, man.
That's the thing about the society. Like, we're unappreciative, but we hold value at the same time.
Right.
You know, high value. High value. You know, like, so if it was a lead, they were like, damn, like, the entertainment is going. You know, the repairman is going. Its car is going from the contract man is going. That's like, you know, the electrician man is going. Because all those type of jobs Jake working on those type of fields.
And then you have the Edomites being the foremen and the overseers.
That ain't doing shit.
Yeah, just point. They know all the literature.
They point.
You know? Oh well, yeah, this code book over here is supposed to be, so many inches off the ground and so many feet. They know shit like that. Jake is gonna go in there with the manpower and build it.
Yep.
Going back to holy, this right here, what we doing out here on the highways and the byways, bringing out the counsel of the Lord. This is a part of us being that holy people, that holy nation, that special people. It takes a special type of person to come out here, week in, week out, all throughout the, seasons. It's been times and it's 100 degrees out here. Bros is in the shade, drenched. Which we unprofitable servants, but we just giving you the example of how there's a spirit from the Lord that's on brothers to come out and do this work, man. This is a part of that. Because, we apply, we can sing, dance, rap, build, all that. But this right here is important, man.
Because this is building too.
Yeah, this is confirmation that we're special people. People looking at us and spectacles and all that. But hey, these motherfuckers, they not ashamed when they're holding their lovers of the same sex hands.
Yeah. No, ain't no shame.
You can be out and about and you see another man slap another man's ass. But you feel some type of way of being out here with a Bible in your hand.
Whoa.
This is Matthew 22. It's Matthew 22 and 9. Go ye therefore to the highways, and as many as ye shall find bid to the marriage. And the Lord wasn't just talking about just anybody. He was specifically talking to Israelites or disciples that he chose himself, all right, to gather, you know, the remnant of the elect of Israel, man.
Yeah.
You know? So like the brother said, it's, you know, through the Spirit, you have to be chosen to do this. That's why the Lord said, you have not chosen me, but I've chosen you, man. You know?
Yeah, like Pastor Arson and a lot of people, like, when Lord Yahweh Shai went out, he didn't just call anybody.
Oh no.
He chose those specific men, man. You know? Come
Just
follow
any
me.
old body, yeah.
It wasn't just a random person he chose. Nah, that was through the Spirit.
Christians will tell you otherwise, though.
Yeah.
He's Paul, you know, he's Paul. It's because they on the pulpit.
Yeah, it says man's goings is of the Lord, how then a man shall understand his own way. And also in Jeremiah it says it's not in man or Yahweh
To understand his way, to know his own
Yeah.
way.
That's real wisdom right there, you know? That's why scriptures say the mysteries are given to the servants of prophets. Because even all of what we're talking about right now, those were mysteries revealed unto us through Yahweh Shemashah from our apostles. Those are jewels. Those are the real jewels, man. You know?
Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light, light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So like the brother was saying, here it is, saying that the truth, good. You know, eyes of Yahweh on the side, but yet we supposed to be offended. We supposed to worry about what these people think. Hell no, man. But here it is, you can see, like you said, like people right now, they laugh, you know, right now. But it's okay because the woman party elect, we don't get the last laugh.
They laugh because this is against social norms.
Right.
People don't typically do stuff like this.
But people with the Mario boots on,
Oh yeah.
when I seen them, I'm like, y'all really wearing that shit?
Yeah, they are.
But that's that herd mentality, man. Or if I see my favorite celebrity doing it, that's not the spirit of the prophets, man. You know, not for all the multitude to do evil. You know?
This shit is stupid, man.
Yeah.
I think they got the Astro Boy boots, the Mario boots now. They're coming out with the Sonic boots. Like, come on, man.
That's what Jake laughed at it first, and eventually they'll do it.
And them motherfuckers is made from a 3D printer.
It's like in Fox when the brother told me that when you flip the thing up, the sport mode, I was like,
Time to run. Yeah, that's example of calling good evil. Oh, the Most High made a mistake. These dogs are supposed to have shoes on.
Animal cruelty is that. Well, the Lord created the earth for animals to inhabit it.
Yeah.
They can survive. Animals are survivalists.
Yeah.
They now hunt their food, and, you know.
And the Most High took into account that Esau was going to come along and do what he doing to the world. You know what I'm saying? Destroying the world. He already took into account that and he prepared the animals for that.
And another thing with the Crocs, man. Look, Jake went from alligator skin shoes, alligator skin hats. Now they got Crocs, man. They just be mocking.
Oh man.
You know, it's mockery. It's mockery, man. And you Jakes, you Israelites, man. Y'all, man. It said in the curses that you should be a byword.
Yeah.
Proverb.
The Jake man went from wearing real alligator shoes and shit. Now he wearing some plastic damn slippers called Crocs. Man.
Y'all used to be the bait, man. Y'all used to be the bait. Niggas wanted to wear alligator skin, this and that. Y'all niggas was the bait, man. Esau got all this stuff in pictures. They used to sell erasers with Jake's, with the alligator Jake in his
Jake
head.
holding on to the eraser like.
Yeah. Like the brother said, the post.
Post.
They still got this stuff around. All you gotta do is go down south. I'm guarantee you they got museums, man.
Oh yeah, those are collector's items now.
Yeah, a lot of them Edomites in the southern states and stuff like that are still, they call it prejudice, but still got that hate for Jake. They got all them relics, man. It's in their house hanging up.
Let me show you what my great granddad passed down.
Yeah.
They go to the basement, blow the shit out, blow the dust off of it. What is this? Oh, these are some skin from some of the slaves he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
They made chairs out of Jacob, and the cotton was their hair.
Oh,
Esau, you was a real Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Because he was doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Ripping off, killing them and taking his skin off, putting on his face and shit.
art imitates life.
Yeah.
They got that inspiration from that movie from somewhere,
Yeah.
from somebody.
Ezekiel 35, verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord God, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them, and I have judged them. This whole chapter is getting on Esau, man. Curse out on Esau. You know, man. The Lord just said you have envy towards your brother Jacob, man.
And you Edomites are here today. Edomites play a major role in end time prophecy.
He said Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of the fall, 2 Esdras 9. So that's how we know Esau would be the last of the heathens to have us in captivity. You know, and Yahushua will come set up the kingdom of heaven. This is Jacob followed.
There's a whole book that's dedicated to the destruction of Esau.
Ain't that something?
Called the Book of Obadiah.
I get it.
Whole book.
And it's powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful as hell.
And people with PhDs believe that happened already.
No.
God could have said Joseph. He said Judah and Joseph gonna burn Esau up. This didn't happen back then because the tribe,
This is the only time we've been oppressed together.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the great red dragon that you read about in
Revelation 6.
Revelation, that's talking about the power structure of Esau. Okay?
This is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus said Yahweh, our power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Small meaning insignificant. Esau, we read in Job, the 30th chapter, he was base. You know? Living in them caves,
Yep.
right? Eating certain herbs. Most
Juniper.
Mosai was preserving them because
God.
they was gonna come in power soon. But you know, when you look at the beginnings of Esau, which Esau origins isn't the Caucasus Mountains.
Nope.
That's where he fled to.
That's right. He was driven to.
He was driven out from amongst men to.
Yeah. Right.
Esau origins is south of Judah,
Petra.
Yeah, because they
land
were,
of Edom, Mount Seir.
I'll see.
the Job said they would cry after Esau as a thief. They were the two thieves.
Get them motherfuckers out of here.
Get out of here,
man.
get out of here.
Get.
Yeah.
They want another one. Get him. I see his little red ass.
It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
So now it's going into characteristics of these Edomites. Going into pride now. They get deceived by pride. So how you get an Edomite? You deceive them by kissing their ass.
Yep.
That's what Jacob did when Esau came.
Or making them mad. Because what did they do? My forefathers founded this.
Yeah.
You know, like I had a teacher, a history teacher. Her great grand fucking happy or something. His name was Robert E. Lee. She glorified in him. And when the subject came up, oh, that's my great granduncle. He put hell on the tribes, man.
Yeah.
Look up Robert E. Lee. He put hell on the tribes, man.
Yeah.
So that's a part of their pride, man. You know, my forefathers shot. You go back to your own country. You know, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And so for a time period, they was dwelling in rocks. You know, that whole Flintstones and the cavemen and all that shit. That's y'all.
And it wasn't 1 million BC like they want to make it out to be.
2 billion BC.
It was just last week.
You know, that's them saying, oh, that happened so long ago, man.
You know? But they can say that to basically coming from the horrible state they came from to make it seem like now we're just pure now.
Yeah.
You know? But now you still the same. You don't even take, anybody don't even washing their hands when they use a restroom machine. Sitting on the floors.
Yeah. It's true.
And they try to act like in that cartoon they were somewhat civilized.
Yeah.
You know? Like they just had everything in order.
Yeah.
It says, whose habitation is high.
So more characteristics. Whose habitation is high. These people like to dwell in lofty estates.
Skyscrapers.
Now, it's not just limited to skyscrapers, but the best of the lands.
Right.
You know, they live in areas, you know, along the coast. You know, over here, Palos Verdes, Santa Monica.
Yeah.
All right, Laguna Niguel, San Diego. You know, they living in the Valley, Carlsbad. Them is lofty places.
Lofty places.
You know, you moving on up. Move over there. So that's how these Edomites roll.
It says,
That sign, American flag. Yeah. And that's kind of like their spirit animal because they a bird of prey.
Yeah, you know.
It's like we got certain spiritual animals like lion, Judah. Yeah, that's our
Deer,
spirit.
a hind let loose.
Yup.
Wolf. You know, Benjamin saw Raven like a wolf. We got certain animals associated with us.
it's a large
The donkey, yep, the ass. Fruitful vine.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
So they exalt themselves. They like to exalt themselves. Oh, my father, he was top military commander in the military, and my great granddad was, and then I want to be like that too. Our founding fathers, they established America, man.
Even read the articles, they be like, our fathers did this, did that.
So we go off the characteristics of Esau.
They got their certain monuments. George Washington monument.
Yeah.
Lincoln, Washington. Different things like that, man. Because they still to this day got what the archetypes, man.
They bring that same mentality to the scriptures. Oh, well, all the people were white. The angels, they were white. Everybody, God, the Son, Adam and Eve, they were white. Everybody was white. Everybody was white. They bring that same lofty type of mentality to the scripts.
Break it down to it, the color just all of a sudden disappears.
It doesn't matter no more.
It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
Before that, it said that set thy nest upon the stars. Now, you got the ISS, which is the International Space Station, which is, you know, basically a dwelling place in the heavens. It's a satellite. You see him. I mean, Esau never went to the moon, but they have, you know, set their nest amongst the stars, and it's to fulfill prophecy. And you see them, they in there floating and shit with damn cookies. Cookies floating, and he grabbed the cookie. And you see that shit. That's if it's really even like that, you know.
Because Esau's a liar.
Yeah. The GPS satellites. Huh? So they do got shit up there because the way when you install satellite TV, your satellite dish has to be in a specific measurement to align with the satellite in orbit. So that's how it receives off the horn. The scriptures call it the unicorn. Off the unicorn, which means one horn, is where it that little piece that's on the front of the satellite dish, it sends signal to the dish and then beams it out. And so it hit the satellites.
As long as you're riding around there on the firmament,
Yeah.
They figured out how to lay it on the firmament.
And that shows you that the earth does not move because the satellite dish has to be in one position.
Yup.
It don't, if you move it
They'd have to align it
an
every
inch
day.
and a half or something, you ain't
Yeah.
getting no service on
Yeah.
your TV. It's gonna say no service.
Yup.
So that means, now I heard Apostle Ramlov said the earth, it could be tilted, but the earth isn't spinning.
around.
The earth is still,
Yup.
but the sun and the planets, they move around. And then you got the satellites, they just up there, one spot, stationary.
Show how you deceive the whole world.
Right.
Show how you do that.
Yeah.
bro.
Because if the earth was spinning, then that means the satellites have to be in unison, in perfection with the
Spinning
turn,
with it. Yeah.
with the turn of the
Yeah.
earth, so the satellites don't lose its connectivity.
That's something.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. To their space station. Their space force.
Oh yeah.
That's a new branch of the military.
And
People been overlooking that.
Yup. And they don't even see that. When that started happening, that's when Esau problems began. This kingdom problems began. It was the 50s. It was all happy days, one day. And then the next thing you know, they go up into the moon, and you got Vietnam. You got the Black Power movement. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Pastor Hart said. When Neil Armstrong supposedly went to the moon in 1969, if she's alive, that's when they started to fall down.
Yup.
And that's
That's-
around the time the truth came out.
Yup.
So yeah, exactly. But that's like that's the highest you're gonna go. Like you having technology out in space.
You set bounds.
And it says,
He's starting like getting no higher.
No.
it says,
Yeah.
if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Didn't I have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
In the law, we had a welfare system. When the poor person, poor man and woman, they will, because the Israelite that owned the land, he wasn't supposed to glean all the grapes. He was supposed to leave the farmers. That way, the person will come to interfere in the inside. So they'll come on the outside and cut the grapes.
Example of that is
Ruth.
Boaz.
Yup.
Boaz, who was rich. And Ruth, she was just coming back with Naomi from Moab. And, Naomi said, look, this is near kinsman. You need to get good over there because that's who's going to be able to marry you and bring you into the family, And Ruth, what she was gleaning grapes from the borders. And she brought it to Naomi. And Boaz, he entreated her well. Hey, man, look, give her a little extra.
Yup.
She came back, with all this
Fat.
stuff, But that's an example, of how that was a welfare system for the poor of the people, because the Lord said you will have the poor with you always. So we had a system where poor people still ate, and they ate good. They didn't eat cheese and crackers and shit. Yeah, government cheese and crackers.
Big ass shit be blocked.
And how you constipated like a motherfucker.
It says, how are the things of Esau searched out?
Esau, he would take all the grapes.
Yeah.
So he would take everything. This is what Gad. He took the whole land. He give him shit.
Then the shit that he gave him, he turned around. We need that too.
We're gonna have to
Come
get
to
this
find
one.
out, we do need that too.
Right.
And the scriptures say they can never have enough.
Yup.
So like, damn, he got all this shit. You want my little piece.
Yup. Then.
And that's how we know that Eve took of the philosophies of that serpent, because a part of Esau is, like the brother said, can never be satisfied, and that's the spirit that these women have.
Yeah.
They can't be satisfied. You can't satisfy a woman sexually. Why? Because she didn't have many men before you. No money is enough money for her because she's constantly spending. Look at Esau with these damn spending bills. Sending billions of dollars to Ukraine, billions of this, billions of that, billions. They just reckless with they spending. That's the spirit that's on the nigga. You know? Travel.
Hey, brother.
They, scriptures call them a gather abroad when they were supposed to be at the house.
So
You know?
start keeping that at home.
Yeah. Esau didn't keep at home. These women don't keep at. They hate being at home. So everything Esau was about, he deceived the woman to believe that that's how things should be. So she ate of that. She believed it. When it says that she ate of it, she believed it. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, brother?
I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, it's all good. What's going on?
I just want to say, brothers, don't hold your tongue.
Oh man. Yeah,
Don't hold your tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roaches exist, don't they?
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Flies flock to light, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, so you act in the authority that God gave you. You know who we are.
Right.
They
Right.
do too.
Yeah.
That's why they work so hard.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll always be in minority as far as speaking truth and as far as actually knowing it.
Yeah.
So when you are a light, your light is not for you, it's for everybody else.
Yeah. That's right.
So I encourage you, brothers, do not dim your light. And the more pressure that comes against you,
Yeah.
just know that the more strength you have and the stronger your angels, your legion of angels becomes.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, God bless
God
you,
bless
man.
my
All right,
Hebrew
bless you,
brothers.
man. All right,
Safe,
bless you.
brother.
Enjoy your day.
All right, you too, bro. Yeah.
Comes
Spirit
back
of
with
the Lord.
with
Spirit
a
of the
testimony.
Lord was on him to give us a message of comfort, man.
He was halfway up the block.
Yeah. Yeah. So we discern. We're not just anybody you can just come up here and just tell anything to. You know, we discern things, make sure we being spiritual. And he said some spiritual stuff, man. He spoke on things that we were speaking about off camera because remember we said, he's like, that's how I be feeling that work. Man, I just tell these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I was like, the spirit, put that energy out here, you know, give it to him wrong, you know.
Call Allah
Yahweh. And that, you know, the Lord do stuff like that. He used anybody, you know. Yeah, just because he had his beard shaven and whatever, Lord, you know, we don't put the Most High in the box. Oh no, only time the Lord gonna talk to us, he got to be an angel.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
got to have a big beard.
Where your fringe is at?
He got to be tall. He got to have a fro. You know, Lord can use anybody to holler at you.
Everything he said was biblical.
Yeah.
Yup.
He said, don't dim your light. You know, be the lights. What was that? Matthew's the fifth chapter. You are the light of the world.
Mhm.
He said
He
it
said
ain't.
your angels.
Yep.
You know, Matthew's the 18th chapter. The angels always do all the basic promise.
Yep.
And he said it ain't for you, it's for the sheep.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say, cry loud, spare not. He said,
Yeah.
don't hold your tongue.
Yeah. And so it's a spiritual. That was a message from the Most High, man. Just letting us know that, you know, basically keep doing the work. Y'all doing good. You know?
Man's going is of the
Yeah.
Lord. Word up.
He stated all the way down. He did the whole thing. The whole time
Yeah,
that
while he was going over there, the spirit was down low.
You know what I'm saying? Ascending and descending. They
He
just
quickly by the light, and he was like, all right, let me go back.
He was a good distance, man.
Yeah.
He was a good distance. He could have stopped right there, but like the brother said. Hey,
That's
you gotta go.
That's good. Y'all stop sitting on him. He took the cameras up from the screen. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good thing with him.
Yeah. Oh, you see it, yeah. The spirit, yeah.
The spirit been heavy on, you know, being, you know, angels and ministers to them that are heirs for salvation, man. So the Lord does things like that to give us comfort. Oh, you don't know what brothers could be going through throughout
Yeah, because that's a good piece of film to have. Not on some braggart shit, but you know, on some spiritual.
And it's just for
shit.
experience
Yeah.
purposes, you know, when you in the faith, you know. How hey man, you can be going, like you said, you don't know what brother's going through during the week. You know, messages like that is like, man, all right, yeah. I received that message, you know, that was what I need. Thanks, y'all. Watch, you know, Shaw.
Says the scriptures almost, you know, basically, already counsel give us, it's like only honeycomb to it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah, it is. Yeah. It's an apocrypha.
Grab one of the scriptures and say,
Yeah, it's another one say a gift is good, but a good word is better.
You gotta read it. Oh, 27.
received nothing except it was given unto him from the Most High.
This is Proverbs 27 and 9. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart.
So let's slow it down. So ointment and perfume rejoice the heart. Having good fragrances. You know, we in the truth, yeah. You know, we love not the world, yeah. We don't like this rulership. But when you can do good to yourself, put the precious ointment on you.
Yep.
You know, the good oil, get some good oils, some good fragrances, colognes. You into the oils, anoint yourself. Because what it say?
It says, ointment and perfume rejoice the heart.
Rejoice the heart, man. You want woe is me, I'm just depressed and all that. Have you bought you a new t-shirt? Have you put some oils on? Have you got you some smell goods? You know? Have you trimmed up trim your beard up, man? You know? What's your diet like? Are you eating green? Eat some greens, eat some tomatoes, man. Don't take the tomatoes off the salad. Eat the tomatoes, man. Eat the olives and shit, man. You know, drink some water, bro. Drink some water. You know, get a good night's rest. Don't be up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Then you going to sleep. You got to do good to yourself. All that affects your mood, man. And fragrance, it adds into a good mood. You know, but I know the plug-ins they say is toxic, but burn some incense, burn some oils in the house. Open the windows, let some cool, free, clean air in the house. Get them spirits of sleep and spirits of sluggishness and that snail spirit out of your house. You know, air the motherfucker out from all that fried chicken you made last night. Put that fragrance, have that good fresh smells around you, man, and it make you feel good.
That's what it was account with King David. After he committed adultery with Bathsheba, the first child, the Lord ended up killing him. David's child, when he committed adultery with Bathsheba and she was pregnant, the Lord ended up killing the child, first child. And said he was like mourning and stuff. He said when a child died, he kind of rejoiced, and then he said he like ruined himself.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you, ain't nothing wrong with oils, brothers like colognes, I know some brothers.
Yeah.
Oils, stuff like that. Have your house looking good, cleaning up, making up your bed after you go to sleep. After you wake up.
Put some nice clothes on, man. Ain't nothing wrong with, because we cover all type of topics in the truth, man. You ain't got to look, just because you got a beard don't mean you have to look like a damn bum, man. That's what the world, shines light on. But, take care of yourself, man. Buy you some shoes, buy you some boots, buy you some jeans, if you got the means to. Fresh white t-shirt, $5. I'm gonna go to camp, I'm wearing me a nice little tee. Camp. All that stuff plays a part in your mood and your energy. What else on there, bro?
It says,
We start from the top.
Proverbs 27:9. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so does the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel.
Yeah, so somebody give you some hearty counsel, some information that's from the heart, man. Some sincere information. Hey, bro, look, bro. This and that, and this. Apply that to you, And then you take it and then you apply it and you see a difference. Man, that's like honey, man. That's sweet. And that's what we doing. Hey, bro, you gotta repent, bro. You can't be eating that shit. That's an abomination in the sight of the Lord, bro. And that hearty counsel is not always gonna come out sweet. When you're eating food, sometimes the food tastes bitter, but it's good for you. We eat the horseradish root. You might have you a porterhouse steak, ribeye steak. You might get some of the horseradish and throw it on there. The wine, there's certain wines. I drink bitter wine. Give me the dry, give me the bitter wine. Don't give me the sweet. I mean, nothing against bros that drink sweet wine, but give me the bitter shit.
catch so much hell, you just start to embrace the afflictions.
Give me the bitter, give me the strong drink. The strong drink, not the soft shit.
That,
We don't want soft drinks. You know, you get that shit. Esau got soft drinks. Pepsi and all this shit with high fructose, high corn fructose syrup. You know, we drink the strong drink.
and, you know, because that beneficial about
Smells crazy. It's nauseous, but shit, hella good for you, man. You know? It's hella good for you, man. A lot of people put it on minced garlic on foods, man.
I'm always drinking garlic. Yeah. I keep me a bulb of garlic at the house for the steak, chicken, whatever. You gotta eat that type of stuff, man. You know, the days of and years of chicken strips and fries. I mean, it's gonna be a time you have it, you know, but for the most part, you want to be trying to eat like a good, like clean diet, man, because it's a lot of benefits to it, man. You putting the nutrient. I mean, you may take supplements, right? But when you actually eat the posts, the grass, lettuce, salads, you get nutrients from that and water from that, and then it's enhancing the supplements that you put in. You'll notice that your skin will radiate, you know, your eyes and shit, your lips. Because these niggas out here, black lips, they got a dark countenance on them. They don't have nutrients. They're not eating food that's good in nutrients. They're not getting sleep. They're not drinking water. Nigga be like, I ain't drunk water in a long time. You drinking Fanta, orange Fantas, shit like that, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. And then you see these niggas, they just got a dark fucking countenance on them.
Gatorade and Powerade, shit's some older shit.
Bro, just drink water, bro. Just drink water. You know? I mean, you may want, if you do want juice, get the tart cherry juice. That shit bitter, but hey, you want to switch it up? Do the tart cherry, do the black cherry, do real pomegranate. And these juices, the real shit is coming in a glass bottle. It's coming in a glass bottle and it costs a little bit. You go to a Lassen's, you go to a Trader Joe's, you go to like a Vons or something, you go get the good shit. You know, and them bitters and all that stuff, you put it in your body and it helps you. Everything that you put in your body, you should be benefiting off of it. Can we get Psalm 104? It's say, herb for the service.
because you sleep better too.
Yeah.
You know, like I only like with me, I do good night shift, so I still sleep good sleep.
Yeah.
I'm good with like 5 hours. That's just me.
Yeah.
I know everybody's different.
So everything you put in your body, should be some type of benefits for it. We know Esau fuck all this shit up, you know. But, we praying over our food, doing particular things, and we believe that the Most High is way powerful than Esau. He can remove some shit off the food. He can put a spirit on the food to where it sustain you for 30 days.
Especially for them that believe.
Yeah.
Best of the worst.
Yeah.
Psalms 104:14. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man.
So herbs for the service of man. The service is a benefit. So the herbs is, we put the herbs in our body to benefit these bodies. Especially now. With all this toxins and metals and all this stuff.
Barium from the sky and shit.
You gotta eat that shit.
Terrible.
And then when you eat food, everything that you put in your body isn't supposed to be sweet or it just tastes so good. Like we said,
Yeah, right.
some shit you just eat it. Some of them salads and stuff. You may eat a Greek salad. I like Greek salad. It's good. The feta cheese.
With the feta, yeah.
All that, man. The capers, all that. But, if you starting out, it may not be something that's, it's just good for your taste palate.
You gotta develop
just gotta
a palate,
just eat the shit, man. Just bite it, eat it, swallow it. And you know that, damn, I know through the process of time, this is gonna be beneficial for my body, for my thinking, for me receiving information, downloading it, processing it. your food has a major part in that, which ultimately is the spirit of the Lord. But what you eat is very important to your well-being. Why do you think Esau pollutes the food? The nigga woman, all she eat is shrimp, crab, lobster boil, crab boil. And you see how bugged out she is?
They be stinking too.
Yeah.
Nigga on my job, I always tell brothers, every time she get up, and she a pretty nigga. She young too. And every time she get up, I smell that shit. Instead of, I always remind me Isaiah 3. Isaiah 3, instead of stink,
Sweet smell.
That's sweet smells.
yeah.
Stink.
Stink. Always mind about that.
That shit stay in your body, man. That's what they don't realize. That's you know, that stuff. Your body is supposed to be digesting that, man. That's why they be stinking like that. Crab boils and stuff, man. Always eating steak and all that stuff. That's why motherfuckers be getting big like that, man.
Overweight.
Yep. Lazy, it'll make you lazy, like the food.
Fucked up shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looking at us all crazy, basically.
Bro,
Like-
you know what type of energy? They gonna go home. It's finna be idols at their house, bro. You already know they eating a menudo with the pork chunks in there and the pork fat chunk. All that shit, bro. Y'all can look at this all, like it say in Romans. Judge not that ye be not judged. You looking at us crazy, saying things about us. We can look at y'all crazy and say a lot of shit about y'all. So don't look at us crazy if you don't want to get judged, because we gonna bring righteous judgment. You gonna bring judgment. You gonna bring wicked judgment.
It says that he may bring forth food out of the earth. You know, one thing I was thinking about too, you know, in the spirit, get a juicer. You know, get a good centrified, a fucking juicer for like $100, $130, man. The juice, man. You know what he it's juice, man. You know? And it says,
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had pineapple, coconut juice, for real.
yeah,
That's nasty.
it's hard. Yeah, it's
Yes.
hard. It's hard. Yeah.
But it was, I like this benefit for my body.
Take it. It says, and wine that maketh glad the heart of man.
See, look at that. All you people say, oh, wine drinking is wicked. Oh man, wine is. The Bible says wine that maketh the heart merry. Drinking certain, liqueurs, let me say it like that. Little fancy liqueurs. Certain wines, certain strong drinks. The good shit. Don't always bend down to the bottom of the shelf to get the shit that's $3. Go up a couple of shelves. You know?
Top shelf shit.
Go up a couple of shelves. You know, you may not be able to get the top shelf shit.
Right.
Go up a couple of shelves. Don't always go to the bottom. So certain drinks, the drinks, it increases dopamines in your body. That's your feel good hormone. You know? And I was just at your car house, man. He had a bottle, I had a bottle. We was on the couch just talking, chopping it up. You know?
Lady.
Yeah. So, sometimes you get, good conversations off the drink.
Yeah.
You know, drinking is not just for, I need to make sure I last long when I hit this bitch. No. Drinking, it increased the mood, but it's an amplifier though. So if you want woe is me, and then you get on a drink, you're amplifying that woe is me. You know? Or it can go away for a minute, but then it come back stronger. So you gotta watch the energy you own before you get on it. Because you can also be in a space where when you're not drinking, when you're not off the drink, you got the woe is me, but then when you drinking, that's when you're lively, that's when you wake up, that's when you're able to you don't want to be a functioning alcoholic where you have to be on this in order to do basic shit. So you gotta watch that. Mosai created everything 2 and 2. So it's everything is balanced. Drinking wine can be good for you, like I said, it can make you merry, but then the wine can also cause bitterness and sorrow too. So you gotta watch it.
And you also gotta watch you drinking around.
Oh man. Yeah.
Like for brothers in the truth, that's how that scripture say. not unequally yoked with non-believers.
Yeah.
Because these niggas out here, man, they get to drinking, and next thing you know, it's fighting. They want to fight you. He looking at you sideways. You know, you like, damn, what happened? You in school.
Yeah,
You gotta watch you drink around. Like brothers drink around each other, man. We on spiritual stuff sometimes.
yeah.
We'll be on music. We'll be chopping it up about things that we go through. You know,
Yeah.
spiritual stuff. When you drink with a nigga, man, nigga ain't going through what you going through. So he gonna take all his anger and frustration out on you if he's an irate drinker.
Yeah. And the scriptures say, you know, speak about drinking wine with music. You know, you gotta, because it say in the end time prophecies, they shall not drink wine with a song, but it speaks about drink. I'm gonna get it real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 31. Show not thy vagueness in wine, for wine have destroyed many. Valiantness, that's your bravado. You know, you off the drink and now you walking around. You know, you on one. The furnace grew at the edge by dipping. So doeth wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness. So just as you prove the sword, you see the strength of the sword by, you know, you putting it on fire. You know, you may
Bang on it. Put it in the water for a minute.
Yeah. You see how strong it is, right? So wine, you know, can be a tester of character.
Right.
Get off the wine and then you just turn into just a whole nother person. It says wine is as good as life to a man. So wine gives you life. It gives you, you know, so you can't drink wine and come out of low state, you know, or you can drink wine. You may be a quiet, shy brother, you know. You drink wine now, it's like, hey, you know, I can go and talk to a girl now.
Yeah, you
Where she at?
extroverted. Yeah.
You know, going around, I'll go talk to that girl right now. You know, you get a little wine, you know. It says if it be drunken moderately, so you gotta balance it. Because what's gonna happen is it's gonna have to take more drink for you to reach the different dopamine levels. You know, them good feels. Yeah, drink a whole bottle and be like, damn, I still don't feel it yet. Let me get another bottle. It says, what life is then to a man that is without wine? So it shows you like wine is a part of, you know, part of your life. It should be part of your life. But every brother is different. You know? It says, for it was made to make men glad. Wine makes me happy.
I'm out here, Noah. Noah built that vineyard. He was drunk, then it's dead. They kicked it, you know. Because, like Pastor brought out, he was so happy with that deliverance. That flood.
Yeah.
You know, shopping. Make me a vibe.
He probably ran out of his liquor on the he's like, man, I can wait. Is the waters receding yet? You know?
Yeah.
Seeing if the water, all right, cool, I'm finna make me a vineyard. It's through spirit, you know. Wine measurably drunk and in season, bringing gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. But wine drunken with excess make it bitter, of bitterness of mind. You either drinking too much, you end up getting that bitter spirit. You see these dudes, they be off the drink, they be charged up, you know. I hate my life. I hate myself.
Niggas in the corners.
Yeah. Oh, they be bitter. Right? They ready for anything. They got a back pocket, they got the taco pocket in the back pocket.
Some days we drink way and start early in the morning.
Yeah.
I drink.
Oh yeah. To 211s. That shit, man, that's strong, bitter ass.
Still
fuck.
reserve, yeah.
Still reserve.
I had Still reserve.
I tried it just to see, and I couldn't. Man, that shit was disgusting and strong, bro. I remember I done tried a Four Loko. Let me hear this certain shit. Let me try this.
Let me try it.
You be in there looking for something like, man, let me try this shit. See what these niggas on. And that shit just too fruity, man. It says, but wine drunken with excess, making bitterness of mind, with brawling and quarreling. Motherfucker get off the drink, now that arguments is coming, fights is coming. You know, shit like that. Wine is supposed to make you feel good, make glad the heart. Not put you in a situation where you want to fight and argue. That's the spirit women be in. You have a drink with a bitch, she get to bring it back in remembrance. I remember that girl that I caught you talking to on your phone 2 years ago. Don't think I forgot, nigga. Bringing up old shit. Let me see your phone. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool until he offends. But it says a fool though. It says,
I know somebody exactly like that. It's the time that they get drunk. Like, man.
yeah.
It make you want to leave. Like,
Yeah.
man, you get fed. All right, now it's time to go.
Yeah,
You know?
I wish a nigga would. I'm off this drink. Yeah, I'm putting it down. I wish a nigga would say something. I'm off this drink.
Because it's like, what do they call it? They call it liquor bottle courage, man.
Oh man.
They got a phrase in the world called liquor bottle courage. I mean, this motherfucker ain't been tough all his life. When he get off that drink, man, motherfucker got an S on his chest.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It said fool. It's talking about a woman. She is foolish and knows nothing.
Right.
Like that's a woman.
Yeah. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offends. Check this out. It diminishes strength. Okay? The nigga that's talking big shit, damn.
Window halfway down and all that.
Kim Jong-un. So when you off that drink and you thinking you on a level, you got all this strength, the scripture say it decreases strength. You're not as strong. You know, don't think, oh, I'm off this drink, this is the time for me to go weightlifting. No.
It's like something getting knocked out.
Oh yeah. Oh man, they chin be so, bro, they chin be weak. Tap them on the chin, they fold in, they snore and going to sleep.
Snoring, yo.
It diminish strength and make it wounds, black eyes. Because that alcohol get in your bloodstream. That's why they say in the world, you know, when you get a tattoo, don't drink because it makes your blood thinner. And then when they go into your skin, you can potentially be bleeding a lot. So if you get injured while drinking, you can get bruises. You can bruise and shit. Heavy. All right. Then it says this in the 31st verse: rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth. So you know, brother may be feeling good. You know, he on his drink. He glad. He happy. That's not the time to be rebuking your neighbor. You know, trying to check. You know, here it is. He off the drink. He having a good time. He feeling himself. That's not the time to go and check a brother. Hey, brother, man, hey, I gotta talk to you. You know, you got your cup and shit. He dancing.
Especially if it's a brother like our brother. Especially if it's that's quiet, he really open up a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I really like, damn.
Yeah. It says, rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth. Don't hate on him because he happy. You know, let him have his moment, man. No, don't dim his life.
You know what I'm saying?
Then also too, you can
Oh yeah.
In the world, they call that raining on a nigga parade.
because you're gonna start thinking about you gonna rebuke that brother off the plane. You're gonna start thinking about every little thing the brother ever did to try to offend you, or if you thought it was offended or whatnot. You know.
Because what happens sometimes too off the drink, a man can kind of get emotional.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I love the bros, man. Oh man, bro, I love y'all, man. It says, impress not him to drink. So, you know, a brother may have a drink. He may be cool on that. You know, that one drink, he got a buzz. Don't press. Hey, no, bro, you gotta drink another shot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, bro, get another glass, bro. Get another glass, bro.
Oh, you gonna make me drink alone?
Yeah.
That one there. Oh, you gonna make me drink alone?
Now you can ask him, but it says don't press. It says impress not. Asking somebody, hey bro, have one more drink with me, bro. That's cool. But press on like, nah, bro, here, bro. Because scripture say, woe unto him that put
Drink unto his
bottle
neighbor's mouth,
his
yeah.
neighbor's mouth.
Yeah.
You know, and making him drunken. Like
Yeah.
you're forcing him to drink this shit. That's what Esau be doing. He be pressing on people to drink this wine. Like with Uganda. Oh yeah, it's gonna be repercussions for y'all passing that bill for the people of the alphabet community.
They actually said that?
Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be repercussions.
I wasn't
coming
paying
up.
attention afterwards. Yeah, I know it was gonna say
So the
something.
scriptures cover all type of topics. You
Yeah.
know, drink, you know, different things.
Yeah, Lord make it versatile. That's not one sided.
And then she teaches you how to dwell amongst men. Like, don't rebuke your neighbor while he in his mirth and his wine. You know, don't press upon him while he's drinking, because rage increases the wine increases the rage in the fool. You know, and it diminishes strength. Give you the game.
This is Proverbs 8:1. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of the high places, by the way, in the places of the paths.
Where you at? That's 9 or what? Okay.
Proverbs 8:1. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of the high places.
So we in the streets. Wisdom is uttered in streets. That's where the truth can be uttered at. And now that we see people being compromised with 501c3s and, you know, getting financed from certain organizations to be inside of a building, the message can get tainted. Us out here on the streets, ain't nobody financing this. This is through the Spirit Party Hot Wash Shop. It's unadulterated. It's coming out raw. We ain't got to worry about no harsh speech around the children. None of that.
Yeah.
You know.
It says, she standeth on the top of high places, by the way, in the places of the paths.
Yeah. Highways and the byways.
She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city.
And that's where the leaders was. That's where the judges was.
Gates.
They were at the entering into the gates, because you had to check certain people. Hey man, hey, you can't come in here with that on, bro. Like David said, hey, stay over there until your beards and shit be born. Then y'all can come back. You know. Oh, who is this dude with you? Okay, nah. He got all kind of designs and stuff in his head. He can't come over here.
Yeah.
Other people can see that and influence that.
Yep.
You know. So you had judges at the gate checking shit. No, like just like when you go to a place as a security guard there, and he like, who you here to see? All right, hold on, let me call him. Hey, did you? Are you expecting company?
You know
All
what
right,
I'm
cool.
saying?
And
Go ahead, man.
And people be mad when the security guard be like mean. They supposed to be like
Doing
that.
his job,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because, you know, if any harm comes outside,
That blood to be on your head.
Yup.
security guard.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh man, you let him come in here. He had knives and shit
Right.
on him.
Right. Yeah.
So you have to have that type. You have to have that type of presence.
That demeanor, because they got to take you serious.
Yeah. In the gates. Yeah,
They
you
gonna
have to
try
have
you if they don't take you serious, bro.
Yeah.
About your job. You know what I'm saying?
The law and board bites on my job be doing that shit. They be coming in like, hey bro, you got your ID? Like, I don't know if you an outsider. I don't know.
Yeah. Because if you let somebody in there without checking your ID and he go in there and spray the whole spot, they're gonna say, "Well, where was the security guard at?" Man?
That's the first thing I'm gonna say. That's the first thing I'm gonna say.
How'd you let him in here? You didn't check his ID.
They got the cameras too, so
Yeah.
they can check. Nah, he lied. He didn't check the camera.
And the security guards got the eternity to building, and entering into the gates. Go ahead.
It says, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men.
So the Lord calls the Israelite man, right?
O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be of an understanding heart.
And we were simple, we were fools prior to coming into the truth. We did foolish things, we did simple things. But see, the majesty of the Lord and the wisdom of the Lord, it brought us up out of that low estate. That's why you read in Ezekiel how it says that the Spirit entered into me and I stood upon my feet. So Ezekiel, he came out of that low estate, that simple, foolish, you know. Isaiah, he said, oh, the Lord touched me with the coals, and I was, you know, roughly paraphrasing, I was clean because I was a man that dwelt with unclean lips. I was a common dude on it, you know, I was a regular guy before the truth. And when you're a regular guy before the truth, you're simple, you're a fool, you really don't know nothing. No?
Yeah, I think it's the prophet said, what is it, exalt those men that are of low degree.
Yeah. And you're a low degree people.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. It says, herefore I will speak of excellent things.
What are the excellent things? We hear about the kingdom, we hear about the chariots and the majesty thereof. We hear about our enemies getting destroyed. These nations and these women. We hear about spiritual power. Those are excellent things that we hear.
Destruction of our enemies, us getting out of this captivity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even just the little rubies we got from the scriptures, man. Those are excellent things, man. Like you was talking about the wine, it gives you instructions, man.
Yeah.
This is an instruction book. How to conduct yourself, what to look forward to, you know how us men are supposed to conduct ourselves. This is an instruction manual, man. You know, it says, "And the opening of my lips shall be right things."
Yeah, in the opening of the lips, there shall be right things. Going to be righteous things coming out of the mouth of the prophets. Which these righteous things consist of rebukes, correction. All right, do's and don'ts, what you can and can't do, you know, how to handle certain, you know, situations, how to avoid certain situations, you know, how to please the Lord, how to break down prescriptions in righteousness, you know, the prophecies. Those are the right things, man.
It says, all the words, for my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
Yeah, the wickedness is the wisdom of this world, which is foolishness to the Most High. It's an abomination to us because it doesn't make what is written in the scripts. It doesn't parallel with the righteousness of the scripts. So that's an abomination. We talk about certain, you know, worldly matters, but our conversation is prophecies. You know, we speak right things. We're not talking about the ball game. You know, shit like that. You know, we talk about right things.
Yeah, because the scripture said, if any man speak, let him speak the oracles of the Most High. So that's, like you said, that's our main conversation.
Yeah.
Like we may, like you said, speak things with the words.
But we would run it parallels with the truth. You know,
We measure it.
We clean it up.
Yep.
It says, all the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them.
So we speak 100% truth. That's why the apostles are able to make those type of statements. All the word, what it say? All the word.
Yep. It says, all the words of my mouth are in righteousness.
All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. So it's 100% truth coming out.
There is nothing forward or perverse in them.
Yeah, it's nothing forward. There's no hypocrisy. That's perverse. That's perverseness. What was it? That's forwardness. Like what the wicked scribes and Pharisees had. They had perverseness because Yahushua said things. What they tell you to do, go ahead and do, because they was telling people to keep the laws. But after their works, don't do it, because they say and they do not.
Right.
So, you know, they wasn't practicing what they preach, so to speak.
Exactly.
You know? So it was perversions coming out of there. Not so much of there, because it's what comes out of your mouth and your actions too, your works.
Right.
You know, you don't want to be a person that's speaking truth, but your actions is polar opposite to it. You know?
It says they are all plain to him that understandeth.
That's the elect. Plain. It's going to be easily to be understood, because the Lord put the Spirit on the elect to receive it.
Right.
Because they're that good ground where the seed is cast on it, and that seed is going to take root in that good ground, because it has the minerals and all the little things it needs in order for it to grow. So that's why it'd be plain. Yeah. Yep.
It says, and write to them that find knowledge. The Spirit, plainly understood this specific things like Loki. The apostles been getting on him, all the tribes of dark skin.
Come on now. Don't you know the Lord like variety?
Yep.
He said that he said basically that the Latin tribe should be put off the chart, or that the whole chart should be thrown away. And then what sense does that make? Now, we're gonna throw the chart away. Now we gotta go back, right? And retrace our steps. We'll be here forever, man.
Yeah. Hitting the reset button with them niggas.
But they err not knowing the scripture. That's Ezekiel 37 all day. There's no other thing that can actually be matched to Ezekiel 37. There's nothing else on the planet that you can match to. That's a wasted scripture. If you don't match it to that sign. You know what I'm saying? What else can you say that, you know?
And then if this goes away, then now what? We lost all over again, you know? Yeah. It says, it's like a received by instruction and not sober in knowledge rather than choice gold.
Yeah, so knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is above rubies. You know? Because you can have wisdom and riches in this. I mean, you can have riches in this world, but if you don't have wisdom, then your riches can get taken from you.
Yep.
If you don't have the wisdom on how to discern spirits and discern certain company that you keep, and knowing how to weed out infiltrators and all that, if you got riches, that shit can get compromised.
Slip right through your fingers.
Yeah, they'll come and finesse you.
Your brother.
Yeah, your parents, you know.
It says, for wisdom is better than rubies.
Yeah, because you can, a man that got wisdom can lose it all his possessions, but his wisdom, he can gain it back because he know what to do that is pleasing unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He know to run it back for him, just like Job.
Yep.
You feel me? Job, he lost everything, but he had the wisdom. He had the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that it was better than rubies. And through his integrity and his work that he had shown towards his belief, the Lord gave him back everything 100-fold.
Right.
To say that it's a light thing for the Lord to make a poor man rich.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so wisdom, like I say, is better than riches. A man can have the riches, lose all the riches, but he's dumb as hell.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, Floyd. You know? Lose all your shit, I don't even know how to get it back now.
It says, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Yeah, because all this stuff that can be desired, this carnal shit, it can be taken away from him. You know? Solomon, he was a king. He got it took it, he got his throne took it from him. Saul got his throne took it from him. These was men that had riches, man.
Like one rich man apparently outside. Do all these investments, all this riches and money, but he died.
Right. Yeah.
And then Lord said, "Thou fool, your soul was acquired tonight." Something like
This night, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and Solomon talked about, in Ecclesiastes, like, look, man, I build all this stuff and all that, but basically, when you die, it's, you don't even know, who gets it.
Yeah.
But he was speaking on, just, like the brothers were saying, wisdom. What is the thing that Solomon asked the Heavenly Father for?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
And that's the spirit, because he didn't ask for riches. Oh Lord, I want 300 million. I need like 2,000 camels. I need 5,000 sheep. I need all the choice concubines. I need run all that. I need more land.
Run all that, yeah.
You know? Kill all my enemies for me. Solomon wasn't asking. Solomon said, knowledge, wisdom, understanding to judge thy so great people Israel. That pleased the Lord. And then, for him praying for that, the Lord was like, look, since you didn't pray for riches and all this extra, our baby boy, what the nigga say? To Jody? Yeah, all this other bullshit that don't mean nothing after you buy it. You know? He didn't ask for stuff like that. So the Lord gave him all that, even though he didn't even ask for it. So the Lord can bless you with things that you didn't even ask for, man. They might even ask for this, but the water.
Because in order to even have the things, like riches and gold, and specifically houses, cars, money, clothes, you have to have wisdom to even be able to deal with that.
Manage that shit.
That's the wisdom of Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all that other stuff gonna be added unto you.
That's what the Gentiles. That's basic. Because they God is money.
You gotta have a specific type of wisdom to know how to fight. Best believe Solomon knew how to fight. He knew what pressure points were. He knew if I hit him right here, he knew, if I stab him in the fifth rib.
He knew shit like I could just hit a nigga throat, boom, knock him down.
He knew plants.
Yeah.
Herbs.
So he knew poisonous shit.
You know,
Feed a nigga this.
any type of manner of animal. Nah, you don't mess with that.
That's a poisonous stick right there. Leave that one alone. Well, this one you can have it as a pet. This one it's cool.
Like some of the tribes, there's a specific frog, man, that its skin is poisonous, so they'll catch it and like they'll get like a dart tip, or an arrow and scrape it on it. Scrape the arrowhead on it, man. And you got a poisonous arrow, man.
You can get one of them frogs and dip it into the back of the frog and get some of that shit on that poison that be laying on the back of the frogs. And you
like
use that.
bright orange.
Yeah.
Certain colors on animals is an identifier if they're poisonous. That's why the Lord put a mark on Esau.
It's like a black
Crimson, yeah.
This wicked. This motherfucker's red.
That crimson red on that
like
thing.
a black widow. The reason you don't mess with a black widow is because you see that little red arrow flag.
Then that motherfucker look like it do that. That shit look like it do that.
And all the black widows are female.
Yep.
Yeah.
The males don't have it. The females.
Close out.
Well, with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ma'ashem, Yahushua, Ma'ashem, Hakodash.
Double honor star apostles at Great Millstone who will wait to tell us the truth. Peace of blessing to you, Akim, that's teaching the word of truth and sincerity. That's a part of the house of David, man, the Bayashat Dawadah. To you few sincere sisters also to that block, Shalom to you too. Lord willing, this is an edifying camp to the hope of the elect. Until next week, Shalom.
Shalom, Baba.
Shalom, Shah, Barakatah.